What's up, you ugly mug? So, I haven't done any reactions in a while. I want to get back in them. But I just, life happens. You get busy, get sidetracked. You don't have really time for stuff. I like to spend time with my kids and like my small family that I have. So, don't really have time for a lot of stuff. I do want to start doing reactions because I do really like music and I like doing the reactions. Like I just enjoy it. I don't want to become famous or anything on it. I just think it's fun to do. I like to just give my opinion because why not? And I like when people disagree with my opinion. I like to hear it. But by the way, it's your boy Baha Monkey back here with another one. I forgot my own intro. I forgot what I used to say. But anyway, this is a song by MG or not. I'm sorry, it's not a song by MGK. This is a song by Juice World that MGK is doing a cover of. I love Juice World. I actually really like the song "Empty Out Your Pockets." Funny enough, it's one of my alarm clocks. My fiance hates it. It's just my alarm clock for when I gotta leave the house. But she hates it because she hears it every day and she gets tired of it. I guess. I like this song. I don't get tired of it, but it is what it is. But anyway, we're gonna hop up in this. I haven't heard this, seen this, nothing. I just saw a glimpse of it. So this is gonna be just a raw reaction of me seeing it for the first time, and we're gonna go from there. Let's go.
Empty out your pockets, I need all that. I get the millions and I fall back. They be chameleons, they'll change for some change.
They be chameleons. They change for some change. Man, that's just real life, man. You have a lot of fake people in this world. You have fake people around you, or not you, but like in general, a lot of people have fake people around them, and they don't even really know. A lot of people will be with you on your good days, but won't be with you on your bad days. It's better to have bad days or bad times. That's when you find out who the real people are that are around you. I feel like everybody should know that by now, but there's some people that just they've been in a good spot for so long that they don't really know how it is being in a bad spot. And eventually, when they hit that spot, they'll realize who is actually there for them and who's around. Just seeing it throughout life, like people really gravitate towards you, especially when you're in a good spot, or you have a better bit of money, or you're very willing to help people. Once that bad spot is there and you're not willing to help people, you're not willing to give money, a lot of people turn their backs. I have a few people in my life that, like, no matter what I'm going through, no matter where I'm at, they'll always be there. Like, I know that because they've been there through thick and thin. They've been there for everything. So you just got to pay attention to your surroundings. There's some people that are great, there's some people that are fake. It is what it is. It's life. You gotta learn.
Days ain't the same, they be switching for the fame.
Damn. He be looking like he's like in pain. That's how you know he's dedicated to like the song and actually producing something good.
Louis Vuitton, I'm in my bag, get how my memories going.
Louis Vuitton, I'm in my bag. Let's just start off with the fact that whole like China thing with the whole purses being cheaper and blase blase. Man, where's my Milwaukee tools being cheaper, man? Give me a half-inch gun for $100. Like I'll buy one of those. I don't care about Louis Vuitton bags. I don't care about any of those bags. Give me some Milwaukee tools, or any tool. I don't even care. Like get me them for cheap. Like shit. Come on now. I know they're made out there. Give me a source. But I like that Louis Vuitton on my bag. That's obviously a Juice World bar. I fuck with that.
I've been hurting, rock like electric guitars.
Rock like electrical guitar. By the way, I'm gonna be pausing because I don't want it to get flagged and then I have to redo it and all that stuff. But rock like an electric guitar. He loves playing the guitar. I wouldn't be surprised if there's like a guitar solo in this. He always breaks out the guitar and goes hard. I love his guitar solos, 100%. Definitely love those. But yeah, I like that bar.
I be raging, big knots look like yellow pages. Running like a race, get in the way, Brody got the aim.
What's the thing that he's on? Like the DJ thing, the little button Johns. I know. I always forget what they're called. Leave it in the comments on. Tell me what the heck what that thing is called. I'm going back a little bit. My bad.
Brody got the aim to blow you away. The next day you in the newspaper on the front page, praying for forgiveness cause it happened on a Sunday.
Ooh, Birdie got the aim to blow you away. You'll end up on the front page begging for forgiveness because it's a Sunday. Man, a lot of people do things that they regret. A lot of people do things, out of spite, out of anger, out of just a moment, and then they regret it. You really got to think about the choices that you make, and how that's going to affect your future. A lot of a lot of times there's a good person that has a bad day and he takes out his anger and something happens, and that's the way of life. But like, you got to pick your battles, man. You really gotta pick your battles. Ever since I had kids, man, I really think about the choices I make, because everything that I do or say or act on can jeopardize my kids' futures. They can jeopardize the way that they grow up. It can jeopardize just them knowing their dad. Like, there's a lot that goes on in life, and you got to take it as a grain of sand. You got to choose your battles. You got to pick your battles wisely, because sometimes it don't work out, and there's nothing you could do. There's no going back. You have to own up to what you did, and it is what it is.
Life's been getting to me, I just started smoking squares. They ain't getting in my circle, though we still prepared. I'm still.
Man, over the years I learned, keep your circle small. Keep that circle small. Because if you have too many people, I mean, a lot of people turn their backs. A lot of people are there for certain reasons, and it's just, as long as you have a small circle, that you have the people there that you can depend on. As you get older, your circle's going to lessen, less and less. I mean, as you have kids, your friends aren't going to want to have kids yet, and that relationship is going to change and it's going to separate. Like, always just keep your circle small so that you can keep that throughout life. I'm big on, I don't really let people around my kids, especially if it's like you don't know if they're going to be an acquaintance or an actual friend. Like, it's very hard. You don't want to put that idea of an uncle in their head, and that person is only there for a short period of time.
Dealing with some demons that ain't really there. Grew up a weirdo, 20 piercings and some bleached hair. In 7th grade I didn't have a bed, I had to share.
Oh, let's touch base on the I grew up a weirdo. Man, I went through different schools. Like, I moved a lot when I was a kid. When I got to high school, I really just didn't care. And like, I'm not gonna sit here and talk about bullying and all that stuff, but like, that person that you think is weird might think you're weird. Like, everybody has their own thing. Everybody has their own ambition, their own thing that they like, or whatever. Like, just because you think it's weird don't mean it's weird. Like, everybody has their own agenda. Everybody has their own thing. Like, leave it be. You don't gotta make fun of people because they're weird or they're doing something that's weird to you. Because, I mean, in reality, eventually you're gonna do something weird that is weird to another person. You're gonna feel some type of when they comment on it. Like, maybe you put ketchup on your fries and you also put the mustard on it. Like, there's certain things that, like, you just gotta let go. Like, who cares? Like, let people do what they want to do. And there was another thing that he said that I can't remember right this second. So let's rewind right quick.
Bleached hair. In 7th grade I did. I'm still dealing with some demons that ain't really there.
I'm still dealing with demons that aren't really there. So I take that as, you have them demons, they're still in your head. Like, you did something wrong, and yes, it's you got past that point in life, but them demons are still there. You still feel some type of way about what you did. Like, that's still haunting you. And like going through it, a lot of people have a lot of regrets in life, and if you pay attention to what you do and what you say and stuff, you won't have those regrets. Not saying hold back on what you're saying. If you are an honest person, if you want to be honest, and hurting somebody's feelings is just you being honest, it is what it is. You always want to be honest with what you say, but to a point where you're not attacking somebody. Like, if you honestly feel that way, you tell them how you feel, you tell them the honesty, but you shouldn't keep belittling them or kind of making it worse or anything like that. Just you stay true to yourself and be honest with everything.
Grew up a weirdo, 20 piercings and some bleached hair. In 7th grade, I didn't have a bed, I had to share. The fuck you think I go so hard for? I got out of there. Have you ever had somebody try to take your life? Sometimes I ain't safe for myself when I stay up at night.
Ooh, have you ever had somebody try and take your life? Sometimes I stay at night and I'm not safe. I'm not safe for myself at night. I mean, a lot of people have their thoughts that run at night. I mean, I think about a lot of stuff at night, man. When I'm laying in bed and staring at the roof, I be thinking about, like, I don't know, the swing set outside as it's swaying. Like like my mind runs at night. I got weird things that go in my head at night, like just weird facts that I want to learn, or weird things in the world that, like, it doesn't make sense. It's just your mind goes. But, like, what he's saying is, like, he's not safe with himself. That could go one or two ways. People could take it as, like, suicide, but it could go to another way. Like, you're in bed thinking about, maybe an ex or maybe a person that you want to reach out to, and you reach out to that person, but it was bad blood between you guys, and it just makes the situation worse, and you feel bad about it. Like, you feel even worse than you already did. So, like, you could take it two different ways. I know a way he was going, but, like, you could take that, two different ways. Whoa. What? My bad. I gotta rewind real quick. Hold on.
I walk alone.
Oh, I gotta go back more. Hold up.
I walk a lonely road.
That is a crazy transition into Green Day. That's crazy. I mean, he is pop punk, so I mean that makes sense. He does like the Linkin Park. Not the Linkin Park. My fault. He does like Linkin Park. He likes rock and everything like that. So that, makes sense. I like the mashup. Like that. That was perfect. Like that transition was fire. Look at his fangs, bro. He'd be sucking Megan Fox's blood right out of her, bro. Sheesh. Look at those fangs.
The only one that I have ever known. Ooh. Don't know where it goes, but it's home to me, and I walk alone.
Walking that lonely road. Don't know where it goes, but it's home to me. So that's the only. A lot of people like to just be by themselves and do their own thing, that's a lonely road, and you are used to it. You know it. That's your road. That's where you want to go. You can't knock somebody for wanting to be like that. Like, I used to be okay with being alone and everything like that. Now that I got kids and a fiance, it's different. I don't know if I'd really want a quiet house and a quiet, environment. Like, I feel like that would kind of make my head explode because, I don't know. I'm used to the craziness. I'm used to, like, my daughter playing with her blocks and making all the noise. Like, I don't think I could live without it anymore. Like, as a parent, you get used to those sounds, and when they're not here for a day, it's like, man, I don't like this. Like, it's too quiet. So I get it. He's got a Harley Davidson hat on. That's crazy. I'm a Honda guy more than a Harley Davidson guy, but I'll let this one slide, MGA. I'll let it slide. What is that thing called? Somebody leave it in the comments, please.
Walk alone, I walk alone. I walk alone,
I knew gotta have a guitar solo. Has to. Like, there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. He's gotta put it in there. Come on now. His guitar solos are awesome. I actually seen him in concert, and his concert was actually pretty good. I got obliterated, which I shouldn't have, but yeah, I got obliterated. I feel like they were at the MGK concert. They made drinks that were gonna kill you. So yeah, but no, it was a good concert. Damn. That's fire. That was a pretty good mashup. I definitely like that. Even if you don't like MGK, even if you don't mess with his music or you don't like his stuff, like you gotta respect the man. He's very talented. Like you can't knock that. MGK is very very talented. I get the whole Eminem thing, blah blah blah, whatever whatever. But my man is talented. At the end of the day, he's got talent, and I mean it's hard to disagree with that. Like, subscribe, comment, whatever you want to do. I don't care. Later, guys.